So basically it's a global currency that anyone can use anywhere, and this is why it's really changing the world. What is up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to talk about cryptocurrency. As you see, I wore my crypto shirt. I got my Bitcoin on. What's good? Love it, I love it. Go get your Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency is something I did not know what it was. I just remember maybe like 2 years ago, Bitcoin blew up and I was just like, wow, what's this Bitcoin? And like everyone usually thinks there's just one kind of cryptocurrency and it's Bitcoin, right? But no, there's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, there's Dogecoin, there's Litecoin, there's Bitcoin Cash, there's Bitcoin Gold, like there's Litecoin, there's all kinds, and I'll put it on the screen. There's so many, and what's funny is there's actually only like half of them you can actually buy. Let me go on Robinhood right now, and I believe they have like a giant list, but only like half of them you can purchase. So let's just talk about what Bitcoin is. So basically it's an electronic currency, which is absolutely amazing because most of the world has a very hard time accessing money. Here in America, you may be like, what do you mean? You know, because we just have our phones with your bank app, right? And you just go to the ATM and you get your money, you do whatever, right? America, it's very different from the rest of the world. We are quite spoiled when it comes to that. I'm gonna put in a clip of this speech I saw on TED. It really was amazing and really like opened my eyes up to a lot of things. Monero, Dash, Bitcoin Gold, Lisk, Omaizgo. Like there's all kinds, and truthfully, I can't tell you what the difference is. I can't tell you what they each do, if they have a different purpose. Comment down below, please tell me. Like, come on, we can help each other learn. I don't know everything, like don't expect me to. That's kind of silly when people are like,
you don't have the answer? You're supposed to know everything. You're on YouTube.
It's like, no honey. Alright, so cryptocurrency. Basically, it is a global currency. And when I really like grasped my mind around this, I freaking had an epiphany, because for me, I'm someone who travels a lot, right? And thankfully, I was born in the United States, so I don't have to get a visa in most countries. But when I was traveling with one friend who was born in Lebanon, they needed a visa for almost every place we went. And each visa almost came out to be a couple $1,000s. So you are so lucky if you were born in a country where you don't need visas most places. So mainly like Europe and the United States, you don't need a visa. Like mainly anywhere. And as an American, that's only the real cool thing about being an American, is not needing a visa most places. But when I was traveling with my friend, she needed a visa like every single place we went, and I think it was like, she was trying to we were going to Dubai together. So to go to Dubai, she had to pay like $5,000 in a visa, and that's not even like, not your flight, that's not your hotel, that's not your food, that's not your anything, that's just to get in the damn country. So why are we talking about this? Money. So basically it's a global currency that anyone can use anywhere, and this is why it's really changing the world, because it's allowing people to have access to money that don't usually have it. If I haven't already, I will insert the clip of that lady talking about cryptocurrency.
There's nothing inherently valuable about a dollar or a stone or a coin. The only reason that these things have any value is because we've all decided that they should. And because we've decided that, they do. Money is about the exchanges and the transactions that we have with each other. It's about a collective story that we tell each other about value.
Yeah, let me just throw this on the screen right now. This is every time like Elon Musk has tweeted, it has moved Tesla stock. So right when he tweeted about Tesla going bankrupt, that stock went down. Like everyone was selling it. And then right when he said Tesla was going private, everyone bought it. So this guy knows what he's doing. He's not stupid at all. He will literally tweet one word. Like he will tweet Ethereum, like just Ethereum, and the stock will go up. I can't wait to have an influence like that. That will be amazing. I've made like 20 bucks off of like my $100 in crypto in the past like 2 weeks, which is amazing. So basically it is like gambling. You put your money in, of course you want to buy low and sell high, right? I'm gonna try to keep this as like simplified as I can, because again, I don't really know what I'm talking about. What most people do is they bet on a stock going up. So for me, like I would, if I did have that money to buy a Tesla stock right now, I would. And I would buy it when it looks like it's at one of its lowest points within that time period. And then I would buy it when it looks low, and then I would hold on to it for a while, because something like Tesla is going to be a long-term investment. Because, for example, if you just see what they're working on now, he's come out with semi-trucks.
What it's like to be in a Tesla truck. This is real time.
He's come out with solar panels.
We can actually make it a lot tougher and last a lot longer than a conventional roof. Generate electricity, last longer, have better insulation, and actually have an installed cost that is less than a normal roof plus the cost of electricity.
He's come out with like a home system that literally uses that solar power energy from the roof to power the entire house.
This is it. This is a Tesla Powerwall system from Energy Matters, a Sun Edison company, and this space-age technology is changing the world.
Like electricity, lights, everything. So I've said this for so long, and it's funny that I just like found all of this out. I've said for so long, Tesla's gonna be the new Thomas Edison. Tesla is what's gonna be our electricity company. Like, I've said that for so long, and to finally see it like happen is crazy. Honestly, like, my best advice is to invest in stocks and cryptos that you believe in. So I know this video is about crypto, but I am gonna talk a little bit about stocks because they do go hand in hand. Purchase stocks of things that you use every day. If you shop at Target every day, go buy their stock. If you go on Facebook every day, go buy their stock. If you go on Instagram every day, go buy Facebook stock because Facebook owns Instagram, right? If you go on YouTube every day, go buy Google stock, right? Because Google owns YouTube. So just learn your parent companies as well, because most of the time you will be shocked at who owns what. When you get into that nitty gritty, it's like, damn, 3 big companies own every company in the world. You know, it's like, you kind of realize how played out it is. They just call things by a different name, but it's like the same company, you know. Cryptocurrency is really the new global economy. It is really, really crazy because we are all going cashless, and I've said this for so long. I used to work at Whole Foods, and I would rarely touch cash, to the point where when I would, like, I would just be so bad with it and like making change and stuff. Like, that's just because I'm bad at math. But anyways, most people would pay with card, or even their freaking phone or their Apple Watch. They would use all of these for Apple Pay, like so many people, because it's just easy, it's convenient, you know. People love conveniency. And another, like, the bad part of going completely electronic is that the government can track every single purchase you're making, and there's really no true way to hide your transactions, which is what they want. They want that surveillance, right? So if you're someone like me who kind of, like, you know, hates that, I do still use a lot of cash because I just love being traceless, especially when you are traveling. A lot of places don't even take card, and not even to mention like Apple Pay. Like, I'm sure if you're in Mykonos, Greece, they don't take Apple Pay, you know. Like, even though it is somewhere touristic-y, it's a lot of places in the world are still kind of behind like that. I always say, like, when I'm in Paris, I feel like I'm back in time, but then when I'm in Dubai, I feel like I'm in the future. So it's like there's a lot of different centuries happening on the earth. Some of us are kind of living in the past. Like, if you go to Lebanon, which I did, like, it's a third world country, but then you go to Dubai, you feel like you're in the future. Not to mention all the stuff that Elon Musk is building in Dubai. But yeah, and staying up to date kind of with the news. Like, I am not someone who watches the news at all, but I am someone who does watch like cryptocurrency news and stock news. So I feel like this is my prediction overall with cryptocurrency. I feel like we're gonna see it go up and down a lot right now, but very, very soon I think it's just going to skyrocket. And Bitcoin, I think the highest Bitcoin has ever been was 20,000, and right now it's around 3,000, which I do think it's going to skyrocket again, as well as Ethereum and most of the other cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency is really interesting because I've always thought about how every country has their own form of currency, and that always makes currency exchange very difficult. But if you just have one kind of currency for the entire world, then that makes everything simplified. But what I could see them doing is making a cryptocurrency for every country. I could see that happening. That could be a possibility. Even though I think it would be more idealistic for everyone to have the same currency. But cryptocurrency is really, really interesting in the way that it works, because everyone is buying or selling at one time. I'm gonna just put on the screen how many people are buying Bitcoin every second. I believe it's 6 transactions per second. I'm gonna throw that up on the screen right now. This is called Blockchain. This is a site called Blockchain. If you wanna go check out all of the transactions that are ever made on Bitcoin, they have a list of it. So that's just a way to track it. I'll put it on the screen, but it's absolutely insane how many people are actually buying. I think that's just Bitcoin too. Yeah, I don't think that's even looking at all the other cryptocurrencies. Of course, that's the most popular one. It's just what people have heard of. It's what people know. But I swear, if tomorrow Elon Musk tweets something about like Dogecoin being the new Bitcoin, I swear everyone will go crazy. And it would probably go up because that's just the influence that people have. So yeah, I do think it's going to be something that is good. It's really interesting because there's pros and cons with it. Like I said, it allows people to have money who usually don't in these third world countries. Anyone who has access to a phone can have access to money. So it really opens things up that way. And it also makes it to where I can pay someone right now in Lebanon or in Turkey in a click of a button with a second, you know? Like, it's so easy, it's so simple, it's so fast. It's way faster than me mailing them a check or like even a wire transfer. Like, PayPal's probably quicker, you know? Or some of those Bitcoin cryptocurrency trading services. I'm not too familiar with those, so drop a link down below like what you use to pay someone. But I know there are some kind of systems that people use to send it to people. So I really am not knowledgeable about that at all. I really just know about Robinhood and trading crypto and stock on there. Let me know down below your predictions for cryptocurrency. What do you think is going to happen in the future with it? Do you think it's going to go up and skyrocket, or do you think it's going to go bye-bye? I don't think that's going to happen, honestly. I think it's here to stay. So it's funny when I hear all the people that are like, ah, cryptocurrency, like, it's usually the older people too who are just like, ah, what's that? But it's like, we are truly going cashless, and the government doesn't want this because it's convenient to us. They want it because they can track us. They can see every transaction. That's why they want it, duh. But yeah, let me know down below if you have any more questions. I don't know everything about crypto at all, but I do know a little bit, so hopefully this was helpful. I definitely consider myself a beginner stock trader, beginner crypto trader, because I seriously feel like I know nothing when it comes to this stuff. But when you are trading, I just say, pick something you believe in, especially when it comes to stocks. Pick something you use every day, someplace you shop, someplace you eat, you know, an app you use. Support those kinds of things. I would definitely recommend, is this company public? SolarCity. That's the solar power company that Elon Musk owns. It's called SolarCity. He also owns Hyperlink. He also owns Neuralink. He also owns a lot of companies. Like, if you just look at the list of companies Elon Musk owns, it's crazy. Yeah, okay, anyways, I was saying, go invest in solar power stock. It is going to skyrocket. And go invest in cannabis stock. A lot of cannabis companies have recently gone public, so go get that now. It's going to be very, very important. And seriously, if you can afford Tesla right now, go buy it. If you can afford Google right now, you go buy it. If you can afford Netflix right now, go buy it. Seriously, just things that you use, things that you hear about in the news, like, not even news, but like things that you know are relevant, things that you know people are using. That's what's going to be successful. That's what's going to skyrocket. And for me, like, I have started day trading a little bit, which is when you buy and sell a stock in the same day. And then there's limits and there's puts and there's lets and there's all of that, which I don't know much about, but right now I'm currently like betting on stocks going up, right? So other people can bet on a stock going down. So I don't know how else to explain that, but they're betting on the stock that it will go down. So rather than believing it will go up, they put money towards it going down, which I haven't really figured out how to do. Let me know down below. And it is risky, it is gambling again. So if you're like under the age of, I don't know how old you have to be, I think you have to be 18, but honestly just use your parents' social security number. That's what I remember doing. Because you should get started early and just start with small amounts. I remember starting like crypto trading with like $4 here, $3 there, like $2 there, and it's just a good way to like see how it moves. Don't go put $10,000 in and be like, oh my god, it just dropped to 400 and I need to pay my rent next Wednesday, you know? Like, use money that you can put aside that you won't need for a while. That's the best way to really do it. If it's long term, it's going to need to sit for a while. And if you are day trading, you know, that is risky, because it is just risky. It's a form of gambling. It truly is. So I want you to be careful. I want you to be mindful. I want you to be smart. But this is definitely something that if you can start now, do it. Because if you do own a Tesla stock now, if you buy a Tesla stock now, I swear in 20 years, you could be a millionaire. But of course, the more money that you do put in is what you will get back. You know, it's gambling. So the more you put in, the more you get out of it. But it's all that risk, you know, risk and reward. So yeah, I remember definitely starting trading very small, and then you work your way up and you start to double things. I remember making my first like $20 off of crypto, like in and I remember making that in a day, and I was just like, damn, like I just made 20 bucks, and like that would have been like an hour and a half working at a juice bar, you know what I mean? Like that was pretty awesome, because I was like, wow, I just had money here and I put it there and it multiplied, you know? So it's a really cool way to think about, but you do have to consider the fact that, hey, if you put $100 in Bitcoin today, it could drop down to $40. Like you just have to know those risks. But then you have to know, like, okay, it got to 40 right now, I should sell it before it drops any lower. You could think like that, right? And then be like, damn, I just lost like 60 bucks. Like, but at least it's better than losing 100, right? So you have to like weigh things like that. Or if it's like, wow, it dropped down to 40 today, but tomorrow I know that it's gonna go back up. I know that's gonna go well over 100 and I'm gonna profit, so tomorrow I'll sell it. So you just gotta really think about those things, because it's truly playing a game. But again, it's a risk. It is a risk. But if you do it right, and you start to learn the patterns and read the patterns and read the charts, then you can be completely successful. And just trust yourself. As long as you're starting to learn those graphs a little bit, then you should be good. Maybe watch a video or two like this on crypto. Yeah, that's all I can say. All right, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe down below, and go check out my book on Amazon, Millennial's Guide to Infinity. We are coming out with the 3rd book soon. Here's our 1st book. We wrote it when we were 8, so go check that out too. Both of those are on Amazon, link down below for $11.11. And yeah, go check out my Depop. I'm selling a lot of cool shirts like this and stuff on there. So yeah, and if you want, book a reading with me, CosetteDemille.com, linked below. $5 oracle readings right now. Okay, love you. Ciao.
Sur ta chevelure profonde aux acres de parfum. Sur ta chevelure profonde aux